Alrighty guys, so I'm back this week. I appreciate you guys for tuning back in. So today I'm going to walk you guys through a recap of March, show you guys what I have selling, what's been working currently. I know sourcing is like a big part of the business and I put a huge emphasis on it, especially these days, focusing on like sales through rate, trying to pick up better quality items. But there's so many other elements of the business that doesn't necessarily get highlighted all the time. So today just going to show you guys some of the items that's selling, kind of give you guys some tidbits on what I have going on, and we'll just kind of take it from there. Okay y'all, so first up you got like this Viore. I think this is like a Daydream top right here. I think that's what the model's called. If somebody told me that every single brand was going to disappear and you could only keep one brand to sell, this brand right here would probably be at the top of the list. There's a couple of other ones that are really good, but every single time I pick up this brand right here, it almost sells instantly. This one sold within 24 hours for $30 plus shipping, and picked this one up from the Goodwill bin, so the investment on it was probably like not even 50 cents. So these right here are like a pair of Nike Dunks right here, and they're not like in mint condition or anything like that. But even if this model right here doesn't particularly sell for a ton of money, I think brand new these were selling for like right at like $100. Pick these up from the bins. They probably cost like $3, so probably on like the heavier side, and they sold under like a month for like $25 plus shipping. So the buyer is all in for like right at like $40, give or take, depending on how the taxes worked out with it. And again, pick these up from the bins for only like $3, so turning 3 into like a $40 sale. That's what I'm usually looking to do. So more shoe sales, and got a pair of Roshis right here. Roshis don't sell for nowhere near what they did when I first started reselling, but pick these up from the bins, probably like not even like maybe like $1.50. I believe those right there sold for $15 plus shipping, so it looks like the buyer's all in for like what, $25 or something like that. So not a bad price for only spending like $1.50ish. And if you watch like one of the Goodwill bins videos I had like probably 3 or 4 videos back, I found these right here in one of the hauls over there, and these are like just some Mad Rock like climbing shoes for women. A women's 9.5, probably cost like maybe like $2, and these I believe sold for $28 plus shipping. Alrighty guys, so we did about 13,000 in gross sales last month, March, and my goal for 2024 is to do at least 200k in gross sales. And part of my strategy in doing that is I want to list at the bare minimum 25 items per day. I would love to be able to do 30 items consistently each and every day, but the problem with that is right now I'm focused solely on picking up good items, good quality items that have like really good sell through rates, and those items are just so hard to find, especially down at the bins. I shop at other places too, but my first stop each day is at the bins. And prime example, I was there yesterday, and I think I had been there for like 3 hours, and I think I only found at that point like it might have been like 22 items, and some of the regulars was like, man, Chris, you're still here? Because usually like in years past I try to be out under like 2 hours, but I'm just trying to switch up my strategy, trying to find better items. But it's so hard to find those desirable items that are really good, that sell really well and quickly, because everybody's looking for them. But that's what my strategy is to find at least like somewhere between like 35 and 42 items per day, because I only source 5 days per week. So that allows me to find like somewhere between 175 to 210 items or something like that. And that would allow me to at least list the 25 items 7 days a week, or the 30 items 7 days per week. So I'll keep at it, kind of see how it ends up panning out, but that's what I'm currently focused on at the moment. And these right here are like a pair of Nike Phenom Elite like running joggers, or like tights for men. They had like a tiny hole like right here on the side. Otherwise they would have went for a little bit more. The buyer reached out and said that they were still interested in them, and I knew the only reason I still listed these with the small hole is because I know this model right here is like super desirable, so I knew they would still sell anyway, and otherwise they were in like really good condition. So picked these up from the bins for probably like less than $1, and they sold for $20 plus shipping. So running shorts, tank tops, athletic wear, that's kind of the foundation of how I've built my business over the course of the last 7 or 8 years. But you have to know going in, you're probably not going to make a ton of money selling these kind of items right here. But these days, I still pick them up, but I'm really picky. Like now, anything that's under like a medium, I don't pick up anymore. So it has to be like a medium or better. So pick this one up from like the Goodwill bins, probably like less than 50 cents. And this one right here sold for like $7 plus shipping. So it looks like the buyer is all in for like $13. And when I pick these kind of items here up, I know that I'm only going to make somewhere between $12 to $15 on a sale. So which is fine with me, because I know like after I ship and pay fees, I'm still turning 50 cents into like $5 to $7. So another staple item in my business is a lot of these like Nike hoodies, Adidas hoodies, even like some of the Under Armour hoodies. This is a Goodwill bins pickup here. Probably costs like no more than like $2, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Alrighty guys, so the system behind me is what's known in the reseller community as the bin system. Even got like that blue Rubbermaid behind me that needs to be shut completely. But if I can kind of like rewind and go back to like the beginning of this journey almost 8 years ago, I think what I would have did differently was begin with the end in mind. And what I mean by that is I would have tried to forecast where I was starting and where I wanted to go. By doing that, I think I would have been able to come up with like a better system to store the items. Because I think a lot of times like new resellers, I think they run straight to the bin system because it's easy at that point in time, and that's good in the beginning. But if you want to really forecast growth, really have an opportunity to expand your business, I think more of like a shelving and a SKU system would probably work the best. But I think way back when I first got into the business in 2016, I was just trying to throw stuff at the wall and see what stuck. And now I got like 4,500 items in this system, and definitely not the best system to pull items from, but we're going to be moving out of our current house here in the near future. So what I'm trying to do right now as a strategy is just to maintain what I got, stand pat, and then try to figure out like what my next storage strategy will be once we kind of figure out where our next landing spot's going to be. Just to kind of peel back the layers a little bit and let you guys kind of see how this system really works, I kind of came up with like this little, I guess you can call it like a alphabetical, kind of like a numerical system. It kind of works in this business, but there's like a running joke at our house. It's kind of funny to even say it. We say that you gotta be thin and in shape to pull orders in my system. Reason being is because some of these spaces to even get to the bins are really thin, and then like you're stacking and unstacking bins all day long. So after working out first thing in the morning is what I usually do. I mean, man, you're picking up boulders all day to find items. But kind of to make light of it, I kind of have a grasp on it, so it works now because I kind of know how to do it. But if you can see how, like if somebody was starting out new, how like this wouldn't necessarily be the best strategy. But I just want to kind of let you guys know what I have, kind of peel back the layers, so maybe you can, if you're just getting into the business, you can kind of learn from my mistakes and maybe do something different at the beginning of your reselling journey. So this right here is just like there's a bread and butter like Carhartt hoodie, nothing special. I know like a lot of like the vintage jackets and jeans do like the best. You're not really going to make a ton of money on the hoodie, but at the bins, I mean, this is like $1.50. And it sold for $13 plus shipping. So it looks like the buyer is probably all in right around like $25 with like shipping and then whatever the tax situation is. So just like a bread and butter, like a Nike Storm Fit, like hooded, has like the inside fleece material. Picked this one up from the Goodwill bins, and this one right here sold for 32 bucks plus shipping. So another Nike hoodie, nothing special, got like the spell out, just do it on the front. Picked this one up from the Goodwill bins, same story, under like 2 bucks. And it sold for 13 plus shipping. So again, just like that Carhartt hoodie, the buyer is into this for probably like right around like 25 bucks. This right here is my man Big Bill. And this is like a, looks like it's like a flame resistant, like full zip like vest, and had no knowledge of this brand right here. I seen it laying in the bins. It looked pretty sturdy, and that's the, besides like the price, that's like my second favorite thing about the bins, because it allows you just to pick up items, look them up, and find value where you may have not otherwise. And found out that these do sell for, I mean, decent money. It sold within like 48 hours for, where are you at, Big Bill? Yeah, so he sold right away for 25 bucks plus shipping. So they're like all in for like 35 bucks or so. So right here you got a pair of Nike Court Royales, kind of like in a tie-dye and white colorway. Goodwill bins pickup, and probably spent like maybe like 2 bucks, and they sold for 25 plus $9.99 shipping. So you got like some more shoe sales. These are like a pair of slides, and I've been picking up slides for years, but I'm noticing some of them are starting to not sell for as much. These right here still do okay, and pick these up from the bin. So slides are like really light, so no more than like $1.50. And these right here are sold for $15.99 plus shipping. And then right next to those you got just a pair of these Air Jordan 1 for like toddler right here. And usually Jordans for toddlers don't sell for a ton of money, but if I find them at the bins, I'm almost always picking them up. So probably like $1.50 investment, and that turned into a $20 plus shipping sale. So buyers probably in it for like 30 bucks with the price of the item, shipping, and like taxes. So another Goodwill bin shoe pickup. These are like the Nike Trail Pegasus 37 in like the green colorway. Probably like 2 bucks. And I believe these sold for 20 bucks plus shipping. Also just kind of wanted to point out how I usually like package my shoes before I like put them in whatever shipping package they need to go in. So I've been doing this from like, probably from like the very beginning. So I usually like pick up like this plastic wrap from like Costco, and I normally like put the shoes in here because most of the shoes I pick up don't have like a box. And I've had like a lot of reviews over the years where people say they really like that the shoes are packaged like this. So I just kind of kept it and ran with it, and usually can get like this right here from Costco, like the plastic wrap, for like less than like 20 bucks, and it lasts quite a while because I can use it for, seems like forever. But this is what I do, and it just makes the shoes look a little bit more professional. Kind of wrap them up real tight, put them in like a box or a poly mail or whatever the situation is. But here I just kind of want to maybe point that little nugget out, so maybe if you sell shoes, maybe this kind of gives you kind of some insight on kind of how I do mine, and maybe you can kind of take this, tweak it, and maybe make it your own. Got just some basic Nike swim jammers. These are starting to move pretty regularly now with the weather changing. Looks like these are like a men's 34. Goodwill bins pick up probably like 25 to 50 cents. And these sold for $14.39 plus shipping. And this is like an older model of Nike shorts right here. Kind of has like the shininess effect to it, but had these priced for like, I think when I first got them, like 25 bucks or something like that. But it took a while for these to sell, and somebody finally offered like 10 plus shipping, and their note said that, I think, what did it say? Final offer, no counter offers or something like that. I thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, I picked these up from the bin, so paid less than $1 and turned $1 into like a $10 plus $6.15 in shipping, so like a $16 sale. These right here are like a pair of vintage Adidas like windbreaker pants. You see like the vintage tag right here. These right here have like the ankle zippers right here. Usually like on these vintage windbreaker pants, like the buyer usually always reaches out and asks me if they have like the ankle zippers. I guess that's popular amongst like these right here. But anyway, I believe these right here sold for, I believe, like 23 bucks plus shipping. Yeah, 23 bucks plus shipping. Reselling has been a beautiful opportunity for me. By far, like, the greatest blessing of being an entrepreneur. Working from home is the flexibility of schedule. Usually, like, once the weather consistently turns nice here in Portland, my wife and I will use like Wednesday as a family activity day. So what I'll do on that day is I'll tie my day up before noon, and we'll usually take the kids somewhere fun. And one of our favorite places to go here in Portland, especially like when it's really nice, is Sobeys Island. And usually go out there, it's the middle of the day, there's nobody there, parents are at work, kids are at school. And sometimes I just look around and I'm just really thankful just to be able to do that. I remember when I first got out of college in the spring of 2010, I started working in the mortgage business. I was processing foreclosures because at that time it was like right after the housing market collapsed. So there was like a lot of, unfortunately, opportunity for this company to be able to take back a lot of these homes. And at the time I just thought I was a paper pusher because I was processing affidavits. But in my time of actually doing that job, the company flew me out to Florida like 3 or 4 times for depositions, and I actually met a lot of the homeowners who were in court fighting to keep their homes. So it made the job that I was doing the reality of a lot of these people's situations. But did that for like 5 years, and by like year 3 I realized I wanted to do something different. I really wanted to do something more entrepreneurial. And what really kickstarted that was I read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, a great book. After I read that book, my mindset was never the same. So I left my job in April of 2015, and I just started doing a lot of things to try to earn income. I drove for Uber back before people really even knew who Uber was. This was way back in 2015, so Uber wasn't as big as it is today. Sold books on Amazon, and ultimately the reason I left the job, I wanted to pursue a career in real estate. So I got my real estate license and gave that a shot. But shortly after getting my license, my wife and I decided to move back to her home here in Oregon. She's from Portland, and so we moved out here. And so I took a job delivering pizzas. It was actually a really good opportunity. I learned a lot of just working in the pizza business, a lot about like hustle. I realized if I learned the route of the city and just hustled back, I could get more orders, and meaning that you can actually make more money. So that was pretty fun. And I stumbled across reselling just one night late, just on the internet looking for ways to earn money, and it just kept popping up to sell clothes on eBay. And just kind of a weird story when I kind of look back and connect all these dots, because if you had asked me that I'd be doing this like 10 years ago, it would be hard to believe. Alrighty, y'all, so the packages are shipped and dropped off now, and I think this is where I'm gonna cut the video off at. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. If you got anything out of it, like it, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you guys right back here on the next video.
This might be all that I know. Think it's okay. I've got a long way to grow. At my own pace. Go the long way. No one taught me how to walk, but I figured it out fine.